Welcome to Coruzant Technologies, home of the Digital Executive Podcast. Welcome to the Digital Executive. Today's guests are Shawn Ryan and Brenton House. Shawn Ryan has over 20 years of global experience leading, defining, and promoting technology and innovation. He has demonstrated success with a passion for technology, supporting business transformation, and leading the road to digital. He currently leads global evangelism and is the Vice President of Vision and Strategy in the CTIO office at Axway. He contributes to strategy with design, thinking around the likes of hybrid cloud, API management, microservices, artificial intelligence, machine learning, DevOps, and IT application modernization. And Brenton House leads developer relations for Axway's API and mobile products. With 25 years of experience in the development world, he has worked closely with many clients across various industries, including broadcasting, advertising, financial services, transportation, publishing, supply chain, and nonprofits. Brenton's passion for everything API and mobile combined with his strategy and design experience has enabled him to help developers create captivating products that inspire and delight audiences. Well, good afternoon, Shawn and Brenton. Welcome to the show.
Hey, good afternoon. Thanks so much for having us today. It's great to talk to you.
Thanks for having us, Brian.
You bet. Guys, I'm excited. This is one of the things that I talk about on every show is I do a lot of things during the day, but podcasts are certainly my most exciting part of the day. And I appreciate you all taking the time to jump on. So we're going to jump into the questions. Shawn, we'll start with you. You've got quite the career in roles such as a technologist, architect, and now you're the Vice President of Vision and Strategy at Axway. Could you share with our audience the secret to your career growth and what inspires you?
Yeah, thanks. Good question. I would say for me, it's been, there's a passion for learning. I'm a technologist at heart, but I would say the secret sauce is always listening for the narrative, listening to our clients specifically. I've had heads of sales chuckle as I sit there in a meeting and I'll type notes as fast as someone talks because I want to go back and look at the words they use and make sure that my own bias is not influencing too much what we take away or our own bias as a company. And really listen to what's happening. And that applies, at our customers, that applies internally. And, so I would say listening for the narrative and then using that to help us in our understanding of markets, trends, and help us to shape our business to not only address real world problems today, but listen for where our customers are going and where they're being led, either directly at the immediate moment or what topics they're struggling with.
Shawn, thanks again for sharing that about your career, and we certainly appreciate it. Really cool thing about this is I get to turn around and share your story with the world, so that's awesome. Thanks again. I'm going to jump into this next one around your application. And Brenton, I'm going to direct this to you. Let's talk about your Griffin app. It's a mobile office scheduling assistant that your company has developed. Tell us about the development strategy behind creating an app that helps organizations go back to the office safely.
It was a forcing function to help us accomplish something that we really want to do, which was to build an app for our employees using our own technology. Now, we had done something like this before in niche use cases, but not something for all of Axway. This really gave us a push and a running start. We got to work, and in 2 weeks, we had the first version out, and there were some 800 of our 2,000 plus employees that had it installed. Partnerships are critical in this, obviously, and we partnered with our Griffin lab to share artifacts, and they provide assistance with the backend integrations while I worked on the APIs, the microservices, and the mobile app itself. We also partnered with HR as requirements change and change fast. We had to go back to the drawing board for how unique office requirements are going to be managed.
Thanks again for sharing that, Brenton. I think that's amazing how during this time of the pandemic, how people come together as a team and really walk through this challenge together, and people are doing it across the enterprise globally. I love all the innovations that have come out because of the pandemic. There is some silver lining out of this. So thanks for sharing. And Shawn, I'm going to jump in here. Are you leveraging any new or emerging technology within your product or platform? Anything you can share with our audience? And again, I'll extend that question to Brenton as well.
Yes, the app is entirely built on our Amplify platform. The app itself is cutting edge. The APIs are running as microservices on our own container as a service platform. The APIs are secured by our platform. It uses our pre-built backend services. It uses our data as a service capabilities. It uses our platform in its entirety.
It's true. We use the platform for our API design and our implementation. We're integrating with everything from single sign-on here at Axway to things like Google Sheets API and more. Our integration technology drives our executive dashboards as well as our backend integration. And on the front end, we leverage our Amplified Titanium, which is our cross-platform native mobile app solution, allowing me to truly write once and provide a native experience for both our iOS and our Android users. The whole experience was amplified.
Awesome. I appreciate you sharing what you can. Obviously, there's some proprietary things that happen behind the scenes, but we do appreciate you sharing the technology behind your product, which helps our technologists out on our platform here. So last question, and this is a big one, Shawn, Brenton, our global audience wants to know more about Shawn and Brenton. Can you share something from your career experience that would be helpful for those looking to grow their career in technology or leadership?
Well, I think as Shawn talked about learning, I think that's really important. I've been doing this a while and I found just keep pushing yourself to learning new things while not losing sight of the big picture. That's really important, but also being willing to fail, owning up to your mistakes and using those opportunities to keep growing and working on having good attitude, practicing humility and respecting those that might have different opinions. It's not always about the technology, but working with other people can really help you grow yourself and your career.
That's a great point. And I'll say, on behalf of Brenton, having talked to folks in different groups, he represents our developer relations, our developer community. I've spoken with a number of customers and speaks internally to a lot of different groups and does so, with a very authentic voice. And that carries a lot of respect. Sometimes the message isn't always what someone's going to want to hear, but it's respected from that. And so I think that's hugely important, authenticity in the process.
Amazing. I appreciate you both sharing some insights or some nuggets of wisdom for our global audience. I really appreciate that. Lastly, I just want to thank Shawn and Brenton both. It was a pleasure having you on the show today, and I look forward to speaking with you real soon.
This is great. Thanks so much for doing this. We appreciate your time and your interest. And there's a small bit we shared. There's a lot more to tell, and hope we connect again on another topic again soon.
Yes, thanks. It was a great opportunity.
Bye for now.